All right. Hey, guys, this is the show Chapters. We're filming here at the beautiful Covert Cafe on 82nd in Portland. I'm one of your hosts, Vaughn Robinson.
And I'm Isaiah Still, and here we have a couple great Portland local comedians. We have the great Juan Denmark.
Woo!
Yeah, and then we also have David Weed.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
on this show, we just ask some of our favorite Portland comics what their first year in comedy was like. So we'll begin with, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Well, my first set, it's posted on YouTube 7 years ago. Quit during COVID, so probably closer to 3 year, maybe starting out on the 4th year this year.
How am I just now learning your first set's on YouTube?
It is, yeah.
I want to find
Go
it.
Check that out. David Weed Love
Oh, okay.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll find that. Yeah, that'd be tight. I want to watch that. And then you started 3 years and 9
3
months?
years and 9 months ago. My first set ever is on YouTube as well.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow.
The first video you click of me doing comedy, you see Adam Posse's face.
Nice. Heck yeah, that's called, that'll bring in the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you did
Great
Helium.
cameo.
That's a big difference because, like, when people start at open mics here, it's like maybe 2 audience members.
No, it was like 200.
No, I mean, you started in a real, like, filled out open mic before COVID?
It was during COVID. It was 2021, June 2021.
And people were masked up and they filled it up well?
I don't think people were wearing masks. I don't remember, dude. I was drunk. I was in the green
Oh.
room drunk. The first comedian I met was Robbie Sherman. He just came over to me while I was getting drunk in the green room of Helium. And he was like, dude, are you a comedian? I was like, yes, it's my first day. He was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I was like, I'm fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Did you, were you drinking because of nerves and stuff?
Yeah. I was like, I'm
just
going to
saying.
get hammered.
I don't think you typically do that. I think
Not
occasionally
anymore.
I saw you been drunk maybe like 2 years ago.
I'll get drunk at Montevilla, or like if I'm like on a date and I'm like, let's just get racist, I'll get
Nice.
drunk. But besides that, I'm usually sober. When
I
get
do the same
comedy.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get racist to get good.
Oh, well, you know, when I'm on a date and I want to get racist, gotta have
It's
a
fun
drink.
to be racist on a date, like, cause it doesn't matter if you walk the whole room, like you and the date are good, like
Yeah.
y'all are.
Okay.
You're
She already knows what you're about.
Yeah,
What
she
is
gets
happening?
like she's like happy the whole time. She's like,
Yeah.
wow, this guy's
That's
crazy.
my
Yeah.
boo.
So you did it at Helium, 200 people. You were smashed. Did you
Yeah.
keep the drinking up for a long time for comfortability and stuff?
No. Honestly, I just got smashed that time. I never really been an alcoholic. Like I never needed a drink to do comedy. I'm actually funnier sober. How about you?
I'm just wondering, did you have some material planned out for that day, or did you?
I have one semi joke in my head. I was like, I'm gonna say that everyone, the N word is applicable to everybody. Like it's not just a color conscious word. Anyone can be referred to as the N word. And that was all I had. And then it was 5 minutes after that of just freestyling.
Similar situation. I went up with a premise.
Yeah.
Just a premise.
Just
and I was
one
like, we're all the
premise.
same guys. We've all sucked our mom's tit.
See, we basically
And
had the
that's it.
same joke. That's
yeah,
the same
yeah. The
exact
tit
joke.
is for everyone. The N-word's for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
10 the N-word is for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your
I used to
first
drink before my sets, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's better to keep a clear mind. I try not to like smoke it up too much
Oh, yeah.
before the sets.
I don't see you drinking at the mics at all, really. Barely.
Maybe a little to take
Where-
the edge off.
Where was your first mic?
First mic, well, I started doing a comedy class. You've heard this bit about, I was the only guy in the class of all women. And Spider-Man splaining. We'll cut to the.
Cut to
Gonna burn my material. Catch the full set on David Weedlove at YouTube.
Oh, so you took the class.
Took the class, and then part of the graduation part of the class was that we all went to one of these, like an open mic. It was like a queer trans
Oh,
open
yeah.
mic. And,
How much was the class?
somewhere around 100, 200.
Nice.
Was it worth it in the end?
Uh,
Would you believe like if
It
you
was a
didn't
gift
do
for
it,
me.
would you
I
do it?
wouldn't have spent it out of pocket, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
nice.
good to make
Yeah.
friends and kind of take a little of the pressure off.
Is anyone from your class? Because we still have like people who've done the class, like Cody, Tyler Dean. We have a bunch of people from a Helium class that still do stand up. Is anyone from your class doing stand up at all?
Not really. The teacher, Katie Wynn, still pretty
She's
big.
out
The
there,
teacher
I just
still
did
out
a
there.
show with her
Yeah.
at Hood River on Friday.
That's funny. The
There we
teacher's still
go.
out there. Students, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Guess you didn't teach us how to stay funny.
Yeah. That's hard. That's cool. Did they teach you like joke structure or something?
It was more just about having confidence and technical aspects.
It'd be really funny if the helium class was like, all right, so you're going to want to level out your Coke and your beers. If you're going to do this, you're going to want to, this is how much you're going to want to drink before a set.
Never go into a dick. Never start a set with a dick joke.
Yeah.
End the set with a dick joke.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You don't want to burn your best material up front.
You don't want to do their Coke, but you might want to do their Coke.
Bumps are out there. You just got to know where to look.
Juan, who inspired you when you were first starting?
Inspired me to do comedy.
Yeah, like who was a local comedian who inspired you?
Local?
Mhm.
Nobody.
Nobody? You didn't know any comedian? Or you just went out there dry?
Yeah. I was doing karaoke, and then karaoke got me into comedy, and I was like, shit, I'll do comedy because you can only get so good at karaoke, and like
And then you gotta
can't
move
get
to comedy.
You can't get lit off of karaoke, so I was like, all right, let's do something else.
I feel like comedy's upped my karaoke game, though.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
you
for
act a
some,
fool enough that karaoke doesn't even matter
I
anymore.
feel like
Yeah,
comedy is
yeah.
like down my karaoke game.
Really?
Because I used to really do karaoke. I did karaoke like open mics. And so,
Really?
like now
wow, you're that
I
guy.
like
What
Don't do
what
it.
was your song? What's your go-to?
I have like a bunch of that's how much I did.
Okay, but right
karaoke.
now, if I asked you to sing a song, what's your go-to?
That's his.
I started having fun, bro. I would like pick songs with good beats and then freestyle sing.
Oh,
okay.
freestyle
I would
with
do
it.
crazy
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
I was really having fun with karaoke.
Damn.
And then I was like, all right, I've gone too far. Like,
in
I
the
can't.
end of this podcast, could you freestyle a chapter's theme song? 'Cause
Sure.
we need a theme song.
Yeah, I'll freestyle some shit for you.
If it's racist,
yeah.
bonus points.
Lucky.
How about so before you started, I know no one like pulled you into it, but when you first started, was there any Portland comedians that made an impression on you?
When I first started, Adam Posse, that's it. I mean,
Posse,
The host, yeah.
that's Cam Strong.
Absolutely.
Adam Posse, Cam Strong. That's it. Those are the only two people I can really remember.
Yeah. Did you like Mickey Gibson? Do you remember him?
Yeah, he was the homie.
Yeah,
he was
I
like
loved him.
my peer. I wouldn't say I was like looking up to him. We were like in it together.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Nice.
We both were at like the Dirty Angels mics together. Like there's a whole like group of us. We all kind of started at the same time in that same little umbrella and just branched out in different ways now.
Yeah, it's always the same
We
names
all
that
like
come up.
Amani started with me. Like
Money Danae?
yeah,
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of people started around the same time. Me and Lucas started at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah, so we
nice.
kind of. It was
Spread
beautiful.
out.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good class. It's a really good class of people because I think, did you start around the same time with him, you were saying?
Yeah, it sounds like, but it feels like we were all kind of more in this other
yeah,
class.
I'm at like 2 3/4 now.
Yeah, I
something
kind of
like that.
laid low my first year.
Yeah. How about you, David? Any impressionable people in the scene when you first
Impressionable,
started?
who was real good. We all met over at the Doomsday mic, right? Back in the day.
Yeah.
I think Ruby Russell was hosting. She doesn't do the.
Oh, she was the host of
Yeah,
y'all.
she
she
hosted
took
one
care of
there
his
at the
whole-
That's a
time.
funny way to be entered into
Yeah.
comedy. That's
I thought
funny.
you came to him for a bit, didn't you? The
Yeah.
Doomsday mic?
Yeah.
thought-
Yeah, I go to
yeah.
all
Oh,
those
yeah.
mics.
Yeah.
I be in Vancouver, bro.
Yeah, he's hosting. He hosts.
I
what's
gotta
called
get away
Poor
from
Choices.
the liberals, dude.
No, you should come out to Poor Choices. It's pretty
I
fun.
was just there
It's
this
very fun.
Thursday.
Yeah, he was there
Oh,
last week.
I
Yeah,
wasn't.
he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You should come out to Poor Choices.
Yeah, weird.
I'm busy
Yeah,
making
I
Poor
know.
Choices. That's why I'm dropping out of college.
You got a
man.
girlfriend
This
and now you don't do comedy
is-
anymore.
No, it's the school that sucks, man. I hate it. I hate
Houston's
it. She
the
rocks.
biggest-
She's super cool.
She supports your comedy journey.
Hell yeah, she's so cool.
She even
But that's
supports
not
like
about
getting
it.
head from like strange women in the bathroom after your set.
What? Dude, shut up. Dude. Cut the mic. Cut the mic.
What popular comedian inspired you?
Dave Chappelle, Patrice O'Neal, Paul Mooney, Andrew Schultz, Earthquake, Chris Rock. Yeah, I mean that's just to name a few.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Patrice O'Neal is great.
Patrice O'Neal's
Fucking
like
Paul
that's
Mooney.
like
Paul Mooney.
Paul
his-
Mooney as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like people who
Pop
just are
artists.
themselves, and then if people walk, who cares? Like
I
comedy.
love quoting famous comedians' jokes, but I can't really quote Paul Mooney now, can I?
No.
I love his
I mean,
jokes.
you still could. I mean,
I'm not gonna do it
like,
here.
when he reviewed movies on the
Chappelle show, yeah,
That was fucking great.
yeah.
With Brokeback Mountain and that shit.
Who's
You're
your
right.
inspiration?
We can't.
I can't quote
You're
it.
right,
I can't
you're
quote
right,
it.
you're right.
I'll add a couple to your list that I'm sure you were influenced by too. I like the really hyperkinetic like '90s comedians like Eddie Griffin.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah.
Can't forget that. Martin Lawrence, of course.
Martin Lawrence
that,
has slept
right?
on, yeah. for
Red
sure.
Fox. Red Fox is a
Red
killer, bro.
Fox.
Classic.
Joan Rivers
Going
is
way
a
back.
murderer.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
She's the funniest
Roast
white
goddess.
woman I've ever seen do comedy.
High praise.
Okay.
Ever. I
Is
don't
it high
think-
praise?
More like white praise.
I also like the comedians that are like kind of smart. Like I feel like I'm outsmarted by them,
Mhm.
such as the Dimitri Martins,
Anthony
Bo-
Jeselnik is good at
Bo
doing
Burnham.
it.
You think
Jeselnik,
Jeselnik's
yeah.
pretty smart?
I'm more like
Good.
2000s,
Couple.
2010 was my stand-up. I think the oldest I've gone back is like Raw, Eddie Murphy Raw, like 80s comedy. But mostly 2000s
And
when
for-
Comedy Central Presents was big.
For joke writing, I kind of try to emulate like a Norm Macdonald style voice, but his
I feel like
It's
a
kinda
lot of
opposite.
people in Portland
yeah.
really liking themselves after Norm Macdonald. I
Macdonald.
can
Yeah,
like
they're-
hear.
they're Norm,
I didn't know
yeah.
even know who he was, but like once I heard of him and like listened to him, I was like, oh. I started just thinking of comedians
Yeah.
after
Well,
that.
you do this
Name
bit where you'll
names.
go comedy and you go, who's Mark Norman? Because we'll be
Exactly.
You'll always
That
go
was just a
comedy.
natural overlap. That wasn't even like intentionally.
Sure,
like-
Juan, sure.
yeah.
Do you-
I really. Yeah.
Do you think that your writing process changed since your first year?
It's more intentional now, but it still comes from like a natural place. Like I don't really I've yet to really force comedy jokes. Like all my jokes come from just like riding my bike around the city and just thinking of an idea, talking to like somebody, you know, conversations, taking a shower, just random shit. Now that I'm in school, I'm like reading a whole bunch, so like a joke will just like slip through all the text I'm reading. I'm like, ooh, it's a random thought that just came in my head, and then I just write it down. That's basically my only writing process.
Do you try your best to do it that night? I feel like it's always best
Well, I
to
have
do
to
it that
write it
night, yeah.
immediately.
Yeah,
I'll forget
yeah.
it in 2 minutes, you know?
Yeah, I'm bad at trigger words. Like I saw one that said bullets ? And I saw it from like I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta actually write down.
Write
what you're
down the
thinking.
full
Write
joke.
down the full thought.
Yeah.
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 It's really bad. Yeah. How about you, buddy? Your writing changed at all since? I feel like it has a lot, honestly.
You bet. Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I just get into a mode. Okay, if I don't smoke weed all day, and then at the end of the night I maybe have a couple joints or something after the mic, then it's writing time. Then you get the rush of ideas. And I'll get these flights of fancy where I just want to like exhaust one topic as far as I can go and just write every possible joke based on like one premise. Maybe one of them actually survives and the rest gets edited out.
Yeah. If I could describe your stand-up watching it, it's almost like a machine gun because you're right. You'll stick with the same. I mean, even just the cats jokes you do, where it's like this pun for a cat, this pun, like it's like 10 in a row, and they're rapid fire.
Yeah, one of the open mic hosts would give you extra minutes if you did cat jokes. So I
Oh,
do that.
really?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened. So every week I'd have a new
Okay.
cat joke just to get that extra sweet minute.
I just thought you owned a cat and you just didn't want to write about anything else.
It's part, I don't know, to try to balance out. You could do like some dirty jokes, then you can do some clean jokes. It's good to have a little both. You can go back and forth that way.
You don't really
That's
even
that.
have a cat. I remember like living over there and you don't have a cat.
Yeah,
No.
you've lived there.
Well,
you need to live there.
I've been there.
You've
We have
been
those
there. I haven't
wildcats
lived
that
there.
would come, right?
Yeah, the wild,
feral
yeah,
cats.
yeah, those cats. Yeah, true.
Not many cats, but a
Wasn't
whole lot of pussy.
A
This
whole
guy
lot of-
cleans
you know-
up.
you know
This
what
guy
Dave's like.
cleans up.
He oddly does.
He
This guy
does.
gets laid quite a bit.
What did you struggle with your first year, Juan?
What do you mean struggle?
Like with comedy, what was your biggest struggle?
My biggest struggle was translating my real personality on stage. Yeah, because I always felt like I was cool, but like you can't just be cool on stage. Like that's not how it works. Like you have to look stupid and like put yourself in uncomfortable positions. So I was like, I had to get comfortable being uncomfortable and like being like weird and
Yeah,
shit. So
that's a
like
real
that was the
point.
biggest thing.
Without getting drunk. I feel like that's an obstacle,
Yeah.
right? You want to get goofy without feeling like you would have to depend on any alcohol or drug to be goofy.
I mean, I wasn't so conscious
Like-
of that at that point. Like in the beginning, I was just like, "How do you do this?" Like, there would be moments I'd have like, because I would record every set on my phone. I never did like the audio shit. I always did the video. So I would video record me doing comedy all the time, and I'd post them on my YouTube. And there's like a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, but I would watch them back, and I would just like. I would have like moments where I'd be funny as hell for like a minute and 45 seconds. I would just be unconsciously funny for like damn near 2 minutes. It wouldn't even be jokes I written down. It'd just be me being funny as hell. And I'm like, holy shit, how the fuck do I make that 7 minutes?
Yes.
And then how do I make that 15 minutes? And then how do I do a 30-minute set? Like,
Yes.
so like that's the goal is like, how do I just get that fucking funny and just keep spreading it for longer periods of time? That was the hardest part.
Do you feel like, because I know you are actually
Consistency.
You're one of the comedians who actually can pull off being cool on stage. Like I feel you are cool when I watch you up there. Like people are like, this guy's suave, whereas like
this guy's very relaxed.
Yeah,
like
I'll
this.
be goofy and like say fucked up things, but you'll say fucked up things and we be like, yeah, like you pull it off.
You got to bomb a lot, dude.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of bombing to get to where you can do, be your, like, I don't know, like bombing is the greatest thing in comedy. I love the fact that bombing exists. Like if it wasn't for bombing, oh my God, I don't think I would love comedy as much.
The pain.
I love the pain of
Yeah.
this shit.
The bounce back.
I love watching people who think they're funny bomb. I love watching people who think they're cool and they're doing comedy for the first time bomb. I love that shit. It just, it's so
Dude,
fun.
If people like, I hear a lot. They're like, "Oh, Vaughn fake laughs." I'm not fake laughing because it's silent. I'm laughing at the pain.
Yeah.
And I'm losing my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the best.
I fake laugh all the time.
David, what?
Oh, really?
I think Vaughn's got an impression of Juan's laugh. Right?
That's funny.
That's funny.
That's so funny,
That's
dude.
funny.
That's actually
fucking
funny.
funny.
Yeah, him and Lucas together,
No,
they're
that's
such
funny,
bullies.
dude.
You guys are bullies.
So funny.
Yeah, Lucas hits me with this all the time, dude. That's actually funny.
Yeah. You know, I think it's funny if I'm not laughing and I'm like, hey, bro, that was funny. That was like funny.
Nice.
That means it's
can't wait
funny.
to get one of
Good.
those.
Yeah, without a laugh. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know you and Lucas do this thing also where you go to every single open mic, right? So you've heard all my jokes, and any time that I say a joke that I know will hit with everyone else, but it doesn't hit, you fucking laugh. You just laugh.
the
You're
pain.
like, it's a dead joke now, idiot. I'm just like, that's great.
I love to see people in pain. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love it. I love pain. I love seeing grown men in pain. I just love it. It's really addictive.
That was your struggle, was just being comfortable on stage.
Yeah, like being consistent, like being consistently funny, like those little spurts of greatness. I'm like, how the hell am able to just continue to like expand and be consistent with it? Yeah.
What was yours, David?
I feel like there might have been some, like the gatekeepers of Portland are a little harder to deal with. It's gotten a
Damn,
little
we already got political. That was quick. Hell yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to politics.
into the politics.
No, but immediately that was your first.
I guess
step
closer to
backwards.
just you can't take things too seriously if you get maybe a microaggression from one of these, the
White people, I get it.
I used to get so many microaggressions
Yeah,
when I first started from like so many comedians. Because when I first started doing comedy, it was me and this other guy named AJ Valentine. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yeah.
I saw
But me and him we
before he
both
moved.
started at the same time, basically. And we both did comedy kind of in similar ways. We were just aggressively everywhere all the time. And what we would do is we'd sit in the front row of open mics. At an empty open mic, it would be like a comedian sitting in the front row, just staring at a comic, not laughing.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to get like some hate because of that.
All
People
right,
did
so
not
that was
fuck
your
with
Did you
me.
do that
action.
smile?
Yeah, that
Did you
was
do the
your
smile?
action.
And I wouldn't do shit. I would just stare because I'm studying. I want to learn
yeah,
comedy, so I would
absolutely.
sit in the front row and learn what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
And they did not like that I did that. That
kinda-
was like one of the first things that
That's
like
funny.
people started giving me micro for.
What
Kind
was-
of
what
like a
was your
hazing
first
ritual
thing?
or like a rite of passage when you first come in. Some of the old heads gotta like treat you like a newcomer. You gotta get your props from.
Yeah. Where do you think it came from?
Something.
Was it just because of like the material you were doing at the time, or I think some people just don't like people because they don't like people.
It's like maybe there's a threat if you're a new comic, especially if you're kind of
If you're funny and you're new, you're a threat.
Yeah, especially if you kind of inhabit
Especially
the
if
same
you're
space.
black and you're 6'2".
You're the
You have
black.
an afro.
Why do you know
I
how
haven't
tall
seen
I
it.
am?
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, I killed.
That was the least black handshake
I
I've ever seen in
know,
my
that was
entire
so
life.
bad. It was
That was
so
fucking
bad.
terrible.
Welcome to Portland.
God.
Niggas have no synchrony here.
Well, so like other than like other people, like what else set you back? Did you ever like get like a writing blocks or anything like that?
You've heard a nervous like vocal tick that I might have started out with a little too, where I lean into the punchline a little too much, make it a little too goofier. If you're doing a lot of one-liners, you can't have the same intonation over and
You
over.
mean
again.
like this?
You lean into
And
it.
his head does
Hey,
this
did
till he
you
goes.
get it?
"Ah."
So now, and also maybe adding too much meta tags after the punchline. If you're not comfortable with where the punchline actually takes you, then you have to do like a meta thing.
Like
after.
a Gaffigan? Like
Yeah,
oh, you just said
exactly.
that? Okay,
Oh,
we
that
just said
guy
that.
didn't like that at all. Yeah,
Mhm.
Gaffigan is the kind of a master of it.
Well, what do you want to
For clean
experiment with,
comedy.
David? Because I mean, I remember early on, David used to do a puppet, and then you also did a pratfall at one point, and then out of nowhere it was like, here's a list of 20 quick jokes that I can get in 3 minutes. So when did the switch happen? Because it was noticeable right away when it happened.
And why did the switch happen?
Why did the switch?
Why? Because the puppet was gold.
Well, you brought up the puppet, and the puppet is there's people that really like it, and there's always like the most macho guy in the crowd hates the puppet. It's a real personality test to see.
There's a lot of macho guys in Portland, so yeah.
There's a lot of comedians who are like being cool, right? They're not trying to be goofy and see this puppet guy. I wasn't always doing the puppet. That was just I was getting into like the experimental alt stuff.
Bro, David Weed always sounds like he just got caught by Chris Hansen on Dateline NBC. He's like, look, I just really love the puppet. Like, listen, this isn't weird at all.
Okay.
Love the lawyers. I just always have the puppet.
Yeah. The lawyer's talking to the puppet. Now show me on the little boy.
That puppet said they were 18.
and you're not a pedophile. Mindless joke. Okay.
Well,
all right.
did you receive like feedback for your first year? Like what feedback do you remember
What
that stuck with you?
I appreciate it when like comics that have more experience step down to tell and maybe mentor, help out newer comics. And I feel like we don't give enough, when we see new comics, I don't think we're giving enough.
You giving a service announcement?
Well, there's a difference.
Speaking to the Portland scene right now. This is the Portland
Dear
comics.
Portland scene.
Yeah, it's the scene. Yeah, dear
Don't
scene.
scare off the new comics.
David, we only
Yeah, no
post
matter
this
how
on
bad they.
Facebook.
Honestly, that's a good point though. No matter how bad they are, don't scare them off.
Yeah, let them ride.
Yeah,
let them ride.
People quit when they know they should quit.
Yeah, I talk to who I think is funny. Like that's just the rule. So I don't care what part of comedy you're in. Like
This is
if
actually
you
our
just
first
started.
conversation.
Yeah, we're only talking because there's cameras. I'm just joking, but. If you even like a dude who just started, like he's a week in, but like he said some really good, thought-provoking, quality joke shit, I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "Dude, that was a fucking really good joke. Like you got something."
Exactly.
Bro.
You have
There's so
keep
many
cooking.
people who've like started,
cooking.
and I've always like, I keep that shit because I feel like comedy's hard enough to get in a car every day when it's raining most of the time here and fucking come and wait 2 hours to talk for 4 minutes. So it's like you gotta like give everybody that motivation to keep going, dude. Yeah, because people want to quit. Everybody wants to quit. I want to quit. I want to quit, and I'll be telling motherfuckers to keep going at the same time.
I want to quit, and I'll keep going at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on stage. Yeah, for sure.
Juan does a good job just treating everybody equally and giving people respect.
Yeah, try to just keep
So, like,
motivated.
did you receive feedback your first year that you really remember?
Nah, I was
Anything?
I was like a loner when I first started.
Okay.
Like the first year and a half probably, I would come as early as possible, sign up first, and then fucking go home
And
after
then
I
get
got off
bumped
stage.
until 11.
And then go home as soon as I got off
Yeah.
stage.
One piece of advice that they didn't tell me right away, but it's move the mic stand out of the way. Don't just do it unless you're able to use the mic stand
Yeah.
as part of which you're pretty good at.
But yeah, the empty mic stand just in front of you, yeah, for
That's
sure.
distracting to
I
people.
feel like I get lazy sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like I won't move it sometimes. Sometimes I'll just like put it in the stand and then I'll just carry the stand.
Oh,
I'll
that's
try
cool.
To be, yeah, it's cool, but sometimes I just feel lazy afterwards. I'm just like, oh, I really could have just moved it. Just didn't want to.
Some people use it well. I mean, some people are actually way more expressive without the mic in their hand.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if I'll do a character, I'll do no mic and
No
it helps.
mic, yeah,
It helps,
yeah.
but,
and like the technical aspect, just holding the microphone the right way.
Mhm.
A lot of new comics hold it too low and you can't hear them.
There's
Yeah,
a new
to the
guy,
chin, right?
the guy
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
a stripper car thing. He holds it
Yeah.
like a rapper, and it sounds like this.
Oh, this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
this.
people do
Distorted.
like most like people who listen to rap
Rap
music,
battle.
most like rap connoisseurs who start comedy do this shit. Like,
Yeah. You ever had a small dick?
They can't see your face.
honestly, shout out to him though, cause he lets me do comedy in strip clubs and shit.
Yeah,
Hell
he's
yeah.
out here cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
wanted
he,
to. I wanted to
like-
be on one of those shows.
Yeah.
I've never done it at a strip club. It feels
What are
like-
the
Yeah.
audiences like there? Yeah.
They're hard. They don't care about you. They're the
Yeah.
hardest
Yeah.
audiences
Yeah.
in the world. I've never done an audience that hard before.
Is it like the
Yeah.
sex club?
No, it's a strip club.
Yeah, no, but is it like kind of like that? Because Amanda Lynn Dills is at Sanctuary.
I've never been booked on that show.
Okay, well, it's a bunch of people waiting to fuck because they can't fuck like while
That's
doing stand-up.
honestly that's
Nice
better.
cock, mister.
Yeah,
That's
see
better. A
bunch of
strip
people
club. A
waiting.
strip club. Everyone's talking to the strippers, so you.
Oh, the strippers are still doing
you can
the
just
business.
hear. Yeah, you're
Okay.
trying to make money. Hell yeah! So everybody's chattering. It's just a light chatter that's pervasive as hell, and you just kind of got to do your jokes confident and just do them. And then you'll catch like 6 people who are actually listening, and you'll catch a pop, and you're like, okay, there's people listening. And then sometimes if their laugh is strong enough, it'll shut up a few people, and then you really got to be funny when they're quiet. And if you're not funny when they're quiet, they're gonna go right back to talking again.
Yeah.
Or you'll hear clapping, but it's
Yeah.
just the stripper's ass cheeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm picturing him in tassels and a G-string too.
Oh,
That's
no.
really funny.
That's the most misogynist place to do comedy in Portland, is in the strip club.
Interesting. I feel like it's definitely not comedy fans in there. Comedy, having a comedy audience.
It's
makes a
organic
world of a
though. It
difference.
is organic fans. I mean, it's organic audiences. That's the only plus.
But no one's funnier
And it's in a
than
strip club.
when the stripper tells a joke. That's funny. The audience is listening.
It's just a tough. It's just it's,
like, that was great.
Speaking of
Fuchsia?
strippers, what was your family's reaction to you starting comedy?
to me starting comedy.
Yeah.
At first they were like, "You're saying some crazy stuff." Now they starting to see the residual effect of it kind of paying off a little bit. So they're like, "Okay, I see things.
Yeah,
I see what's going on here." And then
Maybe he's not gay.
I can't speak to that.
Except for
I
that
think they're
bit
always
where
going to think I'm gay a little bit just because they're from the East Coast.
you do have a
Yeah.
bit about I'm queer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your family goes, what?
Yeah, they don't, but yeah, I mean, fucking David Weed, he's famous. Comedy.
That's right.
Yeah. What was your family's reaction?
I come from a bunch of performers in my family. My mom was an actress in some of these Gus Van Sant movies. Yeah, back in the Portland. And she was a puppeteer for the DARE program, Body Wise.
That's
shit.
what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wouldn't let me play with Nikki Teen, the cat that tells you not to smoke cigarettes if you're in elementary school.
She
And
wouldn't let you touch pussy?
it was the cat. Yeah.
David, how was the puppet? Was it a good kisser? Did it taste like cigarettes?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did it taste like an ashtray?
Yeah. She bought me cigarettes. I knew that she was 18 at least, right?
Yeah,
Nikki
yeah, yeah.
Teen,
It's
that's
21
the
now.
good
Too old for my taste.
Yeah, so my family encouraged me. They like that I'm doing
That's
comedy.
cool. Did they give you notes at all? Because my dad's up my ass.
My mom, being a performer, wants to give you notes about
Yeah.
just the performance aspect of it. But I pulled her on stage at Donnell's one time. And
Really?
she got
I was there for that.
Yeah, and she kind of got like stage fright a little bit. And
I thought she killed.
Oh,
she
yeah.
killed. She was hot.
That was my
she?
sister, I believe.
Yeah, sister's hot. You got a hot
Family.
sister.
Yeah, sister's hot too.
He's only saying that because his girl's not.
Yeah,
in the room.
I just turned to look to see if they were here.
Let it out, King.
You didn't get notes though. They were just like, "You're wild. You're just being wild."
My dad, he kind of says little stuff to me. He's like, "You should, talk about this, talk about that." But I don't really. I'm kind of stubborn still. I don't really listen to people when they give me notes.
Yeah, you kind of learn. You have to learn how to block it out.
Kinda
It's a
stubborn, yeah.
lot.
Because so
It's a
many
lot.
people will tell you, some dude off this, you're like, "Dude, that was so funny, man. If you only just add this," and you're like, "All right, bro."
Yeah.
So yeah, my grandma does not want me to cuss at all. And so she doesn't really like my comedy. My mom's she's seen me start. I took her to open mic my first year. She's seen me do show, like a show, like when she came back maybe a year later. She saw me do comedy maybe 8 months ago. She came to a show. So it's like she's starting to see it like progress a little bit more. And so she's like, "Oh shit, all right."
Yeah. Well, they also saw your Kill Tony performance. Do you like it
Yeah,
when people
yeah,
bring that
yeah.
up? Do you like it when people bring it up? I mean, you're
I
proud
don't.
of it,
I
right?
try not to fight it anymore.
Yeah.
Like I just accept it. It is what it is. It's a part of the game.
On YouTube, you can look up Juan Denmark for an episode of Kill Tony.
Two episodes.
2 episodes. Killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, killed it. Him and
Yeah.
Lucas Cap.
True.
And next is Milo. You got to get Milo.
And
in, too.
AJ Valentine was on
We,
it as well.
Yeah, a lot of
The white Juan Denmark, as he's known.
shit.
in Austin.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people from Portland who've been on it.
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Colette.
Colette.
Brie
Brie
Colette,
Larson's
Brie
famous.
Larson's
Brandon
famous.
Lyons,
Sorry,
Jesse Hooper.
Yeah, when Kill Tony did Portland,
Mhm.
they both did well.
There's a
Jesse
few
Hooper,
people.
yeah, he was
I
on
think
it.
it was James
Yeah.
Vasquez maybe on
You
that.
guys
Yeah.
kind of already touched this, but I want to kind of go back to it. What advice would you give a starting comedian? David, you can go first.
Don't take it too personally. Stick with it. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If one of the jokes doesn't work right away, don't throw it out necessarily. Try to keep doing it at a couple more open mics. If it consistently bombs, ditch it. but there's ways to revamp it or come back to it later on when you have more confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I think eye contact's important. You gotta look at the crowd. You gotta feel like you belong there. Hardest part when you first start out, just having the imposter syndrome we all have. But just tell yourself you're good enough, you belong, and have the confidence, and people will follow you.
Nice.
I feel like I'm still learning some confidence. Of course,
Yeah,
though,
and then also, did you ever get a compliment as well from anyone?
yeah. I get compliments on my writing a lot.
I love the puppet.
Yeah. Is it busy?
I would get compliments on that. Yeah.
All right. Same for you, brother. What was the question again? I can't remember.
What advice you
to give to younger comics? The first one would be do not have sex with other comedians. I know that's not very a popular take at this table, but in
I'm
general,
clean. I'm clean.
Are you clean? You've never
I'm
fucked a
clean.
comedian
Not
before?
one.
Have you ever slid in a comedian's DM trying to hit on them?
No.
Oh,
You
okay.
hesitated.
No,
We
let's
got
not
him.
lie.
I've gone
now.
on a date. I've
Now
gone
we
on a
have a
date.
liar.
I've gone on a date with
Yeah.
a
Got him.
comedian.
See, there we
Yeah.
go.
I
I'm
know.
still
I'm on
completely
camera being a
clean.
liar.
Yeah,
I've been
we
on
don't-
one date with a
The
comedian.
only
Kiss and
person on
tell.
this table
Really?
who's adhered to no comedian
Well done.
tomfoolery.
Good job.
That would be one of my first things because I feel like that could deter you from the goal, at least for me. And then just consistency. Just go to every open mic. Don't ask anybody to be on a show. Just get funny. Be so funny that people ask you to do the show. Like, don't go up to the fucking veteran and talk his ear off.
There you go.
Work on your craft. Get funny. You'll get
You'll be
recognized.
seen, yeah,
Don't
for
walk
sure.
up to the guy and then be like, "Hi, I just
Okay.
started 2
Yeah.
weeks ago, and I'm gonna quit probably in 4 months."
I'd say if they ask to, say yes. Even if you don't feel like you're ready, they think you're ready. So
Oh, yeah,
go
I
up
mean-
there.
Oh, yeah, the
bomb
longest
if you
time?
need to. Just say
Yeah.
yes. Just
Yeah,
say
the
yes.
opportunity presents
yeah.
itself for
You
sure.
say
Say
yes.
yes.
Say
If
yes.
someone
Sure
says,
say yes.
Can you do a 15 and then you have 5? Do the 15.
Just do the
Do the
15 and learn
15.
from it.
What else?
Yeah.
What else? Let's
Don't
see
wear
here.
shorts.
What other notes?
Be
I have?
conscious about what you're dressed as. You know,
The first outfit I wore on stage was shorts.
You always wear those.
You
black
you
shorts.
wore the
okay.
black shorts, right? You're the short guy.
First ever set I
Yeah.
ever did. Was
Is that
some
what you
shorts.
got complimented on, or your shorts? Or what compliments did you get for your stand-up in the first year?
Compliments that I got from stand up. I mean, I just got booked quick. I got booked probably within the first like 2 months of doing comedy. And I'd like frame that money. It's in a frame in my house, in my apartment now.
Well, it was $12, so.
It's a $10 bill. It's a Chris 10 just sitting in a frame right now. But I would just say, I don't know. I came out really political. So I came out hella political, and I was actually like my first like show 10 minutes was like crisp as fuck, honestly. Like it was hella militant. Like I even got that on video. Like my first ever showcase, that shit was hella militant. I knew exactly what I was gonna say. Like I had political jokes. I was just trying to be like fucking Malcolm X, dog. Like on some crazy shit.
Well, you guys have changed your styles a bit since I've known you, but what would surprise me 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I saw you do a set like it was like a Letterman thing, which was so not the style I'm used to seeing. It was really interesting to see you go like, this is a setup, this is a punchline. It was really interesting instead of like the conversation style you do.
Yeah, that's the fun part about knowing your materials. Like you can do whatever you want to. You don't have to keep doing it the exact same way. Like you can say it, you flip it and dip it and twist it.
David, your next set, I want you to do blackface.
He's already done that one.
be
Just
cool.
check his YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's a puppet. That's cool. Let's see here. Now that you guys have been doing it for 3 years plus, do you guys call yourself a comedian? When did you start calling yourself a comedian?
That's a tough one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a comic. I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
If I say it enough times, I'll start to believe it. No,
When did you first start saying it?
Yeah, you gotta do 300 open mics. That's the magic number.
It's magic number.
Hey, did you count?
to 300?
I lost count. I'm probably at
Yeah.
like 1,000 open mics.
Because they say to do it for how many hours?
10,000
10,000
hours is mastery.
Did you look that up? Because that is impossible. Look that up and look how long it is. It is literally
It's not
like
impossible.
it's close to damn near impossible.
10,000 hours. You
10,000
can get 10,000 hours out the way.
Think about it.
You
How
can
many
do-
hours do you have right now?
If I had to genuinely guess, I'd probably say like 4,000.
No,
4,000.
That's a lot, really.
I've done a lot. Like
Yeah.
there was a mic, Falco's. He'd give every open micer 20 minutes.
Oh,
Wow.
Like
shit.
every Sunday, he'd give you 20 minutes, and it'd be to nobody, but it's still 20
But it's
minutes.
still 20 minutes
and
down, yeah.
I've done that so many times. I've done
Yeah.
to nobody 30 minutes so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how many times. So many times.
We have that here, kind of now.
With what?
The first time I did an hour was
Oh,
like
yeah,
at
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, but it depends because he's lying people.
An
Like,
hour.
it's weird. It's weird times on that one.
Depends. We're
Weird
gonna go to
times
Good
on
Bar
that
after
one.
this and get some time in.
Yeah, see, mics like that. I've been doing that for so
Yeah.
long now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Good Bar with this.
Yeah, okay,
Going,
yeah,
going
go
to
to
the
Bar.
mics, going to the carts, I'm hosting.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Alright.
I'll be at Good Bar doing 2030 tonight. Yeah.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
excited. You drove your
What,
car, obviously.
Yeah. Roll together.
What would be 3 words you would use to describe your first year in comedy?
Solo, focused, chaos.
It's good. You do love chaos.
I still love chaos.
Juan loves
Yeah.
chaos.
I still see it as controlled chaos. 'Cause
Yeah.
You definitely, it's
Organized
definitely controlled chaos. Yeah. What about you?
Maybe like experiment. Embarrassing.
It was the puppet trying to.
Embarrassing. Risk taking. Experimental.
Experimental's a good word for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to plug your card game, David?
Okay, so I have invented.
Oh yeah! Wow, I forgot about that.
It's one of my mini experiments.
Have I leveled
right?
up, David? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, there's just got to be a card that's.
Have
like,
you
you've done
leveled
it.
up? Is that what you just
yeah,
asked?
yeah.
No one's happy with
One
their
line is
stats.
4.
But if you're a fan of Pokemon cards or Dungeons and Dragons gameplay, then you're gonna love Comedy Clash, the game where you get to book your own show with all of the local Portland talents. And then you draw 6 cards and you book 6 comics and every Portland comic's there, and you're based, there's a grading system that every comedian kind of, maybe has a couple qualms with, or they'll say, you gave me a high score for one-liners when I'm not really a one-liner comic. But
Okay,
you
we don't
should've-
gotta go. We don't gotta go into the grading. We don't gotta go into the grading.
He's doing the whole infomercial.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
he's.
But now, 1999.
The nigga can just hop into that
okay.
voice so quickly.
Yeah,
That's
he
so
did.
crazy
Okay.
to me.
He
He's
did.
like a puppet. He's like you just in these.
What's
like
the
sit
deal
up
with
straight.
Pokemon?
Yeah. Pokemon, but with comedians. That's the
You
short
could
version.
make that game in real life, for sure.
It's happening.
It's made.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
he's made the deck. Isn't it like multiple people have bought decks from you?
I wrote the
People have
article.
bought decks off of you.
I've
now?
sent the article to Laughs PDX. I think he's going to put that on the blog there.
Oh, nice.
He's
That's
at
really
home
nice.
frantically making more decks because he doesn't do it professionally. He's just glue everywhere.
Stick figures.
Yeah. Why does
Easy
Adam Posse
paper.
look like an Oreo? Learn how to draw.
Is he going to be
Oh.
offended? Am I going to get my ass kicked?
All right,
for
you
it?
guys. Before you guys leave, I have one more question though. Juan, what would you name your comedy memoir?
My comedy memoir would be taking vulnerability on the road.
Is that a puppet?
Yeah.
All right. Too much. All right.
That was okay, but that was good. Why would you name it that?
Because I go on the road a lot, and in order to really connect with people in a real way, to where you got like actual people who fuck with you after your set, you gotta dig deep every
Gotta be
set.
vulnerable.
You have to be funny the whole time you're on the road. There's like you
Mhm.
can't afford to bomb when you're on the road, so it's like you gotta go deep sometimes. There's been rooms where it's like I've been like frightened to go up there, but I'm like, dude, I can't bomb. I'm already on the road. Like this is you gotta deliver right now, and so it's like you just gotta tap into some extra shit that you can't really explain all the time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? Sorry, I know this is the last question, but how do you feel about leaving Portland and doing stand-up in different states?
I love that shit.
Yeah. Do you feel like Portland's cleaner coming from here? Do you feel
Absolutely.
like- yeah.
Portland is definitely more reserved with their laughter if you go offensively, and that makes you a better comic. And so when I'm free to like be more offensive on the road, it's fun because I still have the brain of like a calculated assassin. And so it's like, oh, instead of just be offensive, I'm still gonna be smart about it, and that makes you stand out more. Like if you can like grab some of their offensiveness with your like intelligence and put them together, you stand out way quicker because they're like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? This guy's like funny and like clever. you know? And so,
Structure.
yeah, you can tell like he actually cares about comedy, but he still throws in offensiveness to like appease the crowd. You know, you can kind of dip into like different worlds, and it gives you a leg up on the road. Super leg up.
Yeah.
The opposite has definitely happened. I've seen some guys come in from out of town,
And
they're
they don't
like,
know how to be PC.
I'm
Yeah.
Republican, and
Yeah.
here's my
Yeah.
N-word
Dude,
joke. And I'm
I
like,
just came from
dude.
Texas. Like, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
No structure.
Yeah. And you see them come here and they crumble. They're like, man, fuck Portland. They don't get it.
Yeah, turning on the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
David,
you,
do
David?
that.
What would you name your?
I think it'd be
your
like a
memoir?
children's book. Did you ever read?
You can't make that up.
It's like maybe you've read I forget. Is it called Everybody?
Hi,
Farts?
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
And
You know why you're here?
I know why he's here. All right.
Children's- Okay, it's like Everybody Farts, Everybody Poops. It's called Everybody Bombs.
Aw.
One comic's journey through bombing. Something like that.
You make all the drawings. They're all.
Yeah, kid drawings. What's good, David?
And now you can touch the comedians. This one's real soft. You can touch
It's fuzzy.
Let me get some of that
Oh my
sweet
gosh.
afro hair.
All right, let's end
Plugs.
this with a little
Plugs.
plug. Huh?
Thank you for having us. Thanks.
Yeah. Something to plug?
Don't find me.
Don't find you at Juan Denmark on Instagram. Isn't that your Instagram tag? Okay, cool. David, what's your plug?
It sounds like we're both on YouTube. Check us both out.
I'm gonna do some YouTubing for sure. Yeah.
You can watch my music videos. You can watch my stand-up sets. You can watch all sorts of my children's show. Chris Hansen, he's here. He's back. Watch my Catch a Predator episode coming next year.
Oh no. That's cool.
My Montel Williams episode. Yeah, I was on.
Are you
that
gonna plug
episode.
something that you're in? like
Okay.
this?
Good
Shows
bar
coming up?
today. Yeah.
How about your open mic? You want to plug your open mic?
Donnell's open mic every Monday, 6:30 to 8.
Nice.
Cool. I'm gonna plug the show that you're about to be on. This the 20th of this month. It is Chapters. It's gonna be fucking great. Yeah, by the time this
420
comes-
show,
Yeah, 420
blaze
show,
up. I'm gonna come
baby.
high.
By the time this
Oh, yeah?
episode pops out, though, it's not gonna be even near this show, like episode. But still,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
do your show completely stoned.
every.
Is that how you did it your first year?
No, but for you, I'm gonna do
All right,
it.
hell yeah,
Alright,
just
okay.
bring.
We'll see what
Just
happens.
bring your old jokes, man.
Oh,
But
is it old jokes?
every
From your first year.
it's first year material. That's
Oh, shit, I'm
Chapters.
gonna get canceled. That's all my fucked up shit.
First year material is Chapters. It's on every third Sunday of the month. Come and watch it. I'm your host Isaiah Still,
I'm Vaughn Robinson.
and this has been Chapters.
Cool. Thank you guys.
Make some noise for
you.
Covert Cafe.
Thank you,
Covert,
Joe.
the great
Camera
and all the
Joe.
Joes.
Thank you, Cody.
Sounds great. Thanks.
For fun. That was it. Thank you guys. That was so much fun. Appreciated that. That was a good time.